Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Department of Data Science and the Institution's Innovation Council of Dwarkadas Govardhandas Vaishnav College, I, Mahalakshmi, President Data Byte Forum and Joint Secretary, Institution's Innovation Council, am absolutely delighted to welcome you all to this special guest lecture, Cracking the Code, Strategic Space Campus Placement. I now request everyone to rise for the Tamil Thai Vardu followed by a college prayer.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்ட எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு இவை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியங்கு செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यं ऋतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नाः वाणी गुणानुकथने श्रवणो कथायां हस्तौ च कर्मसु मनस्तव पादयोर्नः स्मृत्यां शिरस्तव निवास जगत्प्रणामे दृष्टिस्ततां दर्शनेस्तु भवत्तनूनाम् नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भुतकर्मणे रूपनामविभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Very good afternoon guys, sorry good evening guys. Alla energetica solla. Good evening. On behalf of our department, faculty members and students, my sincere and special thanks to Logesh Ambikapati sir, who has come over here to teach and preach what are the tips, tricks you have for your placement related queries and suggestions. Okay, so எப்பவும் போல physically present, mentally absent இருக்கக்கூடாது. I request all of you to have your full concentration to the words rendered by sir, and my special thanks to Mr. Srinivasan sir who has arranged for this placement event. Special applause may be given to both of them. And this is going to be an interactive session, and if you have any queries or what are the issues you face related to the placement related opportunities, you may reach out to sir. Is that okay? Fine.
As we are constantly aiming for bridging the gap between academics and industry, we have with us our guest for today, Mr. Logesh Ambikapati sir, HR leader, and Mr. Srinivas Chakravarti sir, co-founder and chief operating officer of SLN Consulting Services, Chennai. Mr. Lokesh Ambikavati sir has over 18 years of experience across technology, healthcare and banking software and facilities management. Sir is not just an HR leader, he is a culture architect, a talent strategist and an award-winning coach. From transforming HR into a business driver to building future-ready talent ecosystems, his contributions span both boardrooms and campuses. He has served as a delegate in the ETHR Summit 2024, speaking on AI interventions in human resource management. Sir has also conducted campus talks at various universities, including MGR University and Symbiosis. Apart from shaping corporate strategies, he is also lighting up global stages as a stand-up comedian, blending laughter and leadership. Mr. Srinivas Chakravarti sir is the co-founder of SLN Consulting Services and a distinguished professional with over 25 years of experience spanning P&L management, enterprise software solutions, partner alliances and international business management. At SLN Consulting Services, he plays a pivotal role in driving strategic growth and delivering tailored business solutions across industries. We thank Mr. Srinivasan sir for facilitating today's session. We are truly honored to have you both here with us today and we look forward to gaining valuable perspectives on leadership, industry expertise and placement guidance. I now hand over the session to our guest speaker, Mr. Lokesh sir. Let's give him a big round of applause as we begin.
Can you hear me? Mic okay, ma? So I think you got an introduction. So I've been in HR for last 18 years. 18 years I've been going to different campus. So this is the topic here, how to ace campus interview. Okay. So some of them are PG students, right? So anybody have any experience attending any interview?
Okay. So for any campus placement, first thing is there are certain things which is very simple to crack any campus interview. Okay. One is be very honest. Okay. So we are looking for only students. We are not looking for Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam here in college. Okay. So we are looking only for students. Okay. Students means you would have had a very good academics and also you would have you should have a learning attitude. Okay, so that is the only thing. Any campus, for example, if I go, I'll be looking for whether the person is trainable, whether the person has interest in
Hello.
So anything we are looking at is only whether you are trainable. Okay. So please have that in mind when you go for an interview, and be very honest whatever you have in resume. Okay. So if you are a student, your resume will not be more than one page. Okay. So don't write, when I was a class leader, I used to catch thieves. So don't write all those adventures and all. Okay. So don't write, when there was a guest lecture, I tried repairing the mic. So don't put all those adventure and all in your resume. Okay, make sure your resume is very simple. Okay, because whenever people come for your campus, they will not have any time to look at all those things. Okay, one important aspect in all your resume is, most of you, if you are attending any campus interview, there will be a concept called or an activity you would have done in your curriculum project, correct? So I'm not sure, so the project is done in college or how it is done outside? So when I was studying my engineering, there was a guy If you give 2,000, he will give the entire project. Still the industry practice is like that. இருக்கா அது மாதிரி இப்போ இல்லையா இருக்கா எவ்வளோ எங்க அட்வான்ஸ் பே பண்ணீங்களா okay so in any project first clarify whether there are certain things. If you do a project, there will be 3 or 4 people in the project, correct? Or it's an individual project? Individual.
Group project for the UG, sir. Group project for the undergraduate, sir. For the PG only we have individual.
So undergraduate you will have a group project, correct? So very very specific be whether there is 2 things in English. One is I and another is we. You understand the difference? Okay. Make sure before the project goes, what are all the things if you are doing that will come under I, put a separate bracket. Which will come under we, will put it in a separate bracket. Okay. Because in interview, if you say I have done the project and the interviewer asks, then we have done this. So who are the 2 V's or 3 V's? Okay. So I was interviewing a person in Punjab. So in a famous university called Chitkara University for engineering. That guy was saying the project should be in IIT or something. So that level of project he told. But when we went and asked questions, he couldn't answer anything. Then he told we did. Then our faculty also helped. But actually, though the project is very very advanced, okay, we could find out within a few minutes whether that person is saying truth or lie. Okay, so we will not know 100% all the languages, but one language all HR will know, that human language. Okay, so that language is whether you are lying or not. That will be easily found out in 1 or 2 questions. Okay, so that's what I told. The first thing is whatever science you learn, like for example I started with engineering and later it will come into machine language, now you call it data science, tomorrow AI, all those things will come, but definitely you will have all these things like a project or anything, but finally everything is boils down to whether you are going to do your project as a individual or as a group. Even if you are doing as a group, be very specific. What are all the roles some people are taking? Mention in the interview, this is the project done by X, Y, and Z, and I was doing this. For example, I did a project when I was a student in Ashok Leyland. I took only the software part. I never knew the hardware part and all those things. It was done by my friends in my college. So that was the time you have to be very 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 specific that whom you are. Most of the interviews you attend in any campus, the project and your resume, whatever you are writing in your resume only they will ask. So be very sure on that one and don't go overboard. Okay, don't be very 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 simple. This is how I have done, this is what I will be doing, because when you are going for any campus, they are not going to hire 1 or 2 people. So mostly 10-15 people will hire, and there are multiple college companies will come. So anyway you will get placed or something. So don't do extra. Okay, so Tamil is 5 ரூபாய் கொடுத்து 50 ரூபாய் நடிக்காது. So don't do that one. Okay, so be very 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 specific what is your role and what you are going to do in this interview. And one more important aspect in any how your placement happens when people come here or you go approach your companies, or is there any campus team here?
Yes, sir, there is a separate placement body. The company will come to our college.
No, that's what I am asking. You go and approach companies, or company will come? So you don't need to go and approach anybody. So you are in that comfort.
No, not like this.
No, I'm asking.
Usually they will come back.
So you have enough number of companies to approach you. Okay. So you give any brochures, all those things. Like for example, if it is data science, you will give any brochure about people, about their profile to the companies, or how it happens?
So they will come and approach all over the department, sir. Not specifically data science. They will come and approach total.
Okay. See, there are two type of things are there. Like for example, even if you take, if you are only approaching the companies which is coming to your college, it will be very less. Okay. So my advice is, as a team, I think you guys are very matured. You can, I don't know whether you're college persons or something. I'll give experience. So most of the colleges, like when I was working in Standard Chartered Bank, we had this policy of visiting only top 16 colleges in India. Okay, so for that we'll take the ranking, that India Today or Economic Times ranking, will go to the top 16 or top 20 colleges. In my 10 years of career in Standard Chartered Bank, only twice I visited Tamil Nadu colleges. Okay, because only VIT or Anna University will come in the top 20 or this one. But most of the colleges, if I see and go in any other place also, they have a very good campus approaching facility. Like students, based on their project, or students based on their, they have a, an introduction of what they are doing, the projects, and they will have a profile of every student. They will approach any companies. Okay, like for example, if you want Google or any top 10 organizations, that's the responsibility of your placement coordinator or placement officer or somebody. So make sure, because if you are best, you want to be in the best. Okay, so that's the strategy they will use. And in a lot of good colleges, though we go and approach, the college also approaches a lot of companies. Okay, so that one thing, maybe if you are not doing, maybe you can start a forum, or only in data science or any thing which you are looking at. Maybe you can do that one. Okay, because it will be very beneficial. Like for example, how many of you wanted to know, like for example, though you are studying data science or anything on that one, you have any specific field, right, you want to work. So anybody have decided this is what I'm going to do. So you have any thoughts in your mind? Maybe first year, who are all the people who are going to attend campus now? So you have decided what you want to do.
I have a dream kind of thing. It's a dream kind of thing. I have to go, like I have to be a part of a company so that I can decide something and give them, and they're going to actually take that action. Like I have to be in the part of deciding part, the data science.
Okay.
So that they respect my words and take that action.
So how will you convince people that you should decide?
So that I'll have my experience years and I'll work in data analytics, and I gain experience in that. Then I go as a junior data scientist and I gain experience in that. So that like what all I should do, I will figure out and do something.
Thank you. So last 4 years I'm part of an organization where we work with a lot of data scientists. Okay, so mostly we support organizations in US and UK. Okay, so predominantly in Chennai. Okay, in our Bangalore, what we are looking, we are still in the space of service. Okay, we call it as SaaS, software as a service. Okay, we are still in the service. We are already a product, like for example AI and other places, we have moved to a product organization. So though we do I'm representing an organization which does products for US healthcare. So what they do is, so we have a lot of data scientists, but our predominant work is whatever she told in the decision making or something. Maybe for example, if you are in a supermarket, okay, so US, UK have a lot of big chains of supermarkets. Okay, so they want to know what is the inventory and how quick data can help them to refill their inventory, and how many customers are trying one part of this one, and how many customers are doing buying chocolates, how many customers are doing So that is the data we are, so for that we call it as big data, right? Because Hadoop and other technology support that one. So, but one problem with US is most of their work is not gone into the cloud. Okay, so that is the activity which is happening in the last 2 years. That's how Indian companies are supporting them. But going forward, what we will do is, as organization, we will also look at work side by side with already AI started working. Okay, so though a lot of companies say we are a AI organization, they are still in SaaS mode or they are still in the Java programming mode. AI is still yet to be in the product space. Okay, so that's the decision making part will take some time for us to go. But that's what I tell, like for example, if you want to contribute as a data scientist or something, this is going to be for at least for next 2 to 3 years, it will be more on, what to say, service as a product, and there will be a lot of hard work. Okay, that you have to be, like for example, we all say data scientist or AI or anything, whatever we deal with data is Styla Soila will do data and all those things. But in an organization, it's a very hard work. Hard work means, so you have to be constantly on supplying, giving data to people, giving data to project managers, all those things. So I'm telling what is happening in the industry. Okay, so be very specific what you want to understand in the organization. Okay, because data, for example, if you want to be a HR person, so how data helps me?
Employee data,
What is employee data? Employee data, I don't know.
credentials or departments, how do you sort them out?
Okay. So for example, if you take any employee, for example, you take Standard Chartered Bank. Okay. So we have, how many employees we have? We are around 60,000 employees. Okay. So 60,000 employees. Okay. If you have given a salary or an incentive, or now the market is what to say, it's not very stabilized or something. Okay, for example, if a manager asks, okay, so we have paid incentives for the last 5 years. Okay, what is the cost to the company? Okay, for example, this year a new CEO has come, so he wants to see whether the incentive we are giving to employees is actually adding value. So that time the data scientist will come into picture. Okay, so you have to provide all the data for the last 5 years, because now people want to know before take any action. You have to see the data. So that's why we are looking at data scientists, because you have all these technology, Power BI, all those things you put and give it in a chart, right? So this year this much incentive gone, so that much incentive gone. So all those things, based on that you will take a decision. Okay, but whatever you have the data in the loose format, you have to make it in a presentable form. So that's why what she told, the decision making is, you will be a person who will help to other leaders to make decisions. Okay, so you have to be in the technology space where your data and all those things will help you to get into this area. Like for example, if it is a market, if you go for a market research company, the market research company will ask how many, for example, if it is a washing powder, so Rin evlo pona varsham vittadu, வேற ஏரியால எவ்வளோ வித்தது, so they will see all those things. So இதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து பின்னாடி whatever we have is a data person. Okay, so make sure all these things, whether you are a technology person or whether as a service, how do you present this data in a service? Service means you have to, for example, if you are in a market research company, put all those data in a readable format, presentable format, all those things is very important. So all this knowledge fulla உங்களுக்கு தெரியலனாலும் you should understand how it is going to impact that organization. For example, if an organization is coming for placements, what are all the things you will do? maximum first அதுதான first அல்ல அதுதான போகும். So for example any company, okay. So any company, for example, you take other companies okay, Cognizant is coming or Accenture is coming. So as a student, what you will think? Interview ku eppadi povinga? Hello, white shirt, pant, iron பண்ணிருந்தா அதெல்லாம் தவிர basic your looks க்கு அப்புறம் what do you do for an interview? கம்பெனி பத்தி பேக்ரவுண்ட் வந்து இதே மாதிரி போட்டு கொடுத்துருவாங்களே உங்களுக்கு தான்.
கம்பெனி எப்பதான் ஃபவுண்ட் ஆச்சு
அது ஹிஸ்ட்ரி ஸ்டூடெண்டாக இருந்தால் ஓகே. அப்புறம்
ரோல் எதுவோ அது பண்ணி
okay, so first whenever you ask for any whether you are placement officer or anybody, see as a HR I will definitely give a job description. எனக்கு வந்து என்ன வேலை பண்ணணும்னு எனக்கு தெரியும்ல, அந்த வேலை பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஆள் வேணும் தான் நான் இங்கே வரேன். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் பிகாஸ் பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ஆஃபீஸர் அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி somebody is coming to your college, உங்களையே தேடி வராங்கன்னா that time they will definitely have this job description. Okay, find out and get this job description. Without the job description, don't allow any company to come and for campus. Okay, unless you know what is the job description. So this, when the company found, all those things, if any HR is asking this question, when this company was found, and the company said, okay, anyway, HR is not having that Google lecture or both. You are not going to think when this company is going to, it's not a history class. So make sure that you understand for what role he is hiring. Okay, so enna role ku ungala hire pandra, whether neenga padicha inda whatever the curriculum what you have done, whether it's adding value to them or not. Okay, so that only you will have whatever she was thinking, I'm going to a decision making role, but now she will understand after 2 years 3 years you might get into the role, but starting you will not get. Okay, that will be a huge disappointment if you are not understanding the job description of the role what you are getting. So make sure that all these things are very important before you go for a campus placement. Okay, and there are people who have like for example my example I can take, or there are people who will have lot of other interests. Okay, ஸோ அப்பா அம்மா சொன்னதுக்காக அது ஒரு டிகிரி மட்டும் வாங்கிக்காங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் போயிட்டு நீங்கள் பிரபுதேவா மாதிரி டான்ஸர் ஆகிடலாம். ஸோ there are a lot of people like that. Okay, so I was interviewing a person in Calcutta. So that guy was he was about to be selected in under 19 as a batsman. Okay, his average was really good. I think he would have been the next Ganguly range to on the, he was there. He came for the interview. So as a HR, whether we would have selected or rejected. தம்பி விட்டுப்பா, அது நல்லா தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. கேட்டியா? தம்பி பரவாயில்ல கேட்கலையாப்பா? இப்போ கேட்குதா? So tell me whether we would have selected that guy or rejected that guy. அப்புறம் rejected. So I was interviewing candidate for software engineer role in Calcutta. Okay, he was a cricket player. He had very good average. He was about to be selected in under 19 for Calcutta. Okay, so Radindarna, he would have been the next Kabuli or Jaiswal, that range. But he came and approached for a job. So select பண்ணிருப்போமா ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணிருப்போமா? செலக்ட் பண்ணி இங்க இதுலயா? So this guy came and approached us for a job, but his resume and everything, he was playing for cricket, Bengal Cricket Association of Bengal and all those things. And the time we spent around 1.5 hours. You would have become a cricketer. நீ விளையாடினா நல்ல கிரிக்கெட்டர் ஆகலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க கிட்ட சொன்னோம். That guy convinced us back another 1 hour. We offered him. Okay, because so whatever he told in the interview with proper reasoning why he cannot become a big player. His father was in cricket academy, every family was supporting, everything was doing, but he found out he can only do well in corporate job, not in cricket. Okay, so that type of reasoning, because why I am saying this question to you, because whatever I am saying is these are the people whom I met and interviewed and gave answers. So whenever we go for that one, you have to have proper reasoning why you want the job. Okay, so if you find the job description and this is how your career is going to be panning out, you have to decide like why I want this job, why I want to be in this industry, why I want to be a data scientist. Even though over 10 years what you are going to do, you have to plan now itself so that you will have a clarity. Okay, because whatever you are thinking right now at this point of time, after you land in a job or after you land in some other work what you are doing, that may not be what you have thought. Okay, so what are all the ways to find out whether in the அடுத்த number 10 years what we are going to do அப்படின்றத how will you find out? நீங்களும் அதெல்லாம் ஒரு கோடி மாதிரி உட்காந்து No, how will you find out? So based on our involvement. So one is, so find out what is the job role. Okay. So you will definitely have seniors, alumni, அண்ணாவோட the friend-ஓட அண்ணா, friend-ஓட அக்கா. So அந்த மாதிரி there are a lot of people who are currently working, right? So one important aspect is now the entire generation is networking. Networking is not only LinkedIn, Instagram, okay. Physical meeting people, understanding, talk to them on phone, understand what is the industry, how you will survive in this industry, what are all the things happening. Okay, so நீங்க படிக்கும்போதே you think of, for example, if a guy wants to be a film director, what he will do? ஒரு பையன் film director ஆகணும்னு if he thinks, he will join as assistant director, friend or assistant director போய் பார்ப்பான், வேற யாரோ ஒரு டான்ஸ், எப்படியாவது he will try to get into that film industry related work, right? So why we are not doing when you are in this role? Okay, college is one avenue. College is one thing where you pay fees, where you have a faculty, you have people, guest lecture and all those things. Your success is in your hand. Okay, so whatever you are going to do apart from your college is only going to make you, whether you are ending up in a good career or something of that sort. Okay, so career is not only like, for example, you are a data scientist, tomorrow go and get placed as a data scientist, continue as 10 years in data scientist. All those things will not, that is not a career. Okay, so whatever you are liking, whatever you are going to add value to people, that is only is going to make you as a good person who is going to do well in any job. Okay, so just first thing what I told is be honest. So next one. First one, be honest, prepare resume accordingly. Third one, job description of the organization or job description of the role what you are going to do. Fourth one, networking. Then plan for next 10 years. Okay, so when you do all those things, all these 5 things, these are very simple. Okay, when you do all these 5 things, at least you will understand what you are doing right now. Okay, so that's the easiest way of understanding yourself, whether you are going to add value to any organization, what you are going to work, or what you are going to be involved in that one, or something of that sort. So what are all the technologies you generally learn right now as a curriculum? நீங்க என்ன படிக்கிறீங்க நம்ம கிட்ட? Okay, big data. Then statistics. Okay, so with all these things, currently who are all the companies will hire you? So I'm making very point by point simple things. With all this curriculum, what are all the companies you think you will get placed right now? How many of you will get placed in Apollo Hospital? Hey, admitted, please. Huh? Charukesha. So now, how many of you will get placed in Apollo Hospital or any other hospital? Okay. So if you see my career, I started in a IT organization. After that, I worked in a healthcare for 8 years. I'll say one of the best learning I got was when I was working in healthcare. Okay. So as a data scientist, you have tremendous opportunities in healthcare industries because, for example, if you take a blood test, so you know, if you go to Metropolis or any high tech, or how many tests are there? How many tests are there? For example, you go for a blood test like, you know, sugar, thyroid, and all those things, no? How many tests are there? இல்லம்மா அது மாதிரி எவ்வளவு டெஸ்ட் இருக்கு ஒரு அப்ராக்சிமேட்டா நம்பர் சொல்லுங்க மொத்தமா அந்த கம்பெனில எவ்வளவு டெஸ்ட் நம்ம எடுக்கலாம் அப்படின்றது வந்து 25 வேற இல்ல நீங்க அந்த ஒரு 3 டெஸ்ட் எடுத்தாலும் 3 பேப்பர் கொடுத்துறாங்கல்ல அதுல வந்து WBC இவ்வளவு இருக்கு சுகர் வந்து இவ்வளவுக்குள்ள இருக்கணும் கொலஸ்ட்ரால் அது இதுல சோ அந்த மாதிரி எவ்வளவு டெஸ்ட் இருக்கு சோ மெட்ரோபாலிஸ் இங்க இருக்கிற ஒரு லேப் நொங்கம்பாக்கம்ல மட்டும் 7000 டெஸ்ட் இருக்கு அந்த 7000 டெஸ்ட்ல எவ்வளவு டேட்டா வந்து you have to crunch okay so all this data software is done by a company called Adrenaline and another company called Samira. So these are the companies which we will not know. But people who have worked in this company for 5 years, I have hired them for 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs. Okay. So that's what I told. Don't don't have a blind think that this is the only organization you will work and all those things. Because there is tremendous opportunities, because anywhere if you go, there will be a lot of things which is related to data. Okay. So, Netflix work பண்ண முடியும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? நெட்ஃபிளிக்ஸ்ல சேர்த்தீங்கன்னா என்ன ரோல் கிடைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு? என்ன ரோல்? சரி, அது அப்படி பிக் டேட்டானா எனக்கு புரியாதுப்பா. நீங்க அது நான் ஒரு லேமேனா எனக்கு என்ன ஆன்சர் வேணும்? இப்போ நான் சொன்னல 5000 டெஸ்ட் வச்சு ஐ கேன் டூ இட். ஸோ வாட் யூ டு இன் நெட்ஃபிளிக்ஸ்?
அந்த பிக் டேட்டாஸ் வரதுனால அடோப் ஐ அந்த டூல்ஸ் மூலமா பைப்லைன்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணி பண்றாங்க.
ஸோ அதனால என் யூசருக்கு என்ன பிரயோஜனம்?
இப்போ ஒரு சஜஷன் போட்டு இப்போ வெறும் காமிக் பார்க்கறனா அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி சஜஷன்ஸ் நிறைய பண்றாங்க.
Okay, so both on the like consumer side and as well as the product side, you have tremendous opportunity. Like for example, அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி நீங்க காமெடி படம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அடுத்தது there is a உங்களுக்கு சொல்லுது இல்ல, next you can watch this based on watching this movie, you can watch this. At the same time, somebody who is selling movies in what to say, like for example, இப்போ இது last Friday ஒரு படம் வந்துச்சுன்னா ஒரு 2 weeks கழிச்சு it is coming in Netflix, right? So they will calculate revenue based on people who are watching. Like for example, if Amazon ஒரு படம் விட்டாங்கன்னா யாரும் முன்னாடி பணம் பே பண்றது இல்ல. So what they will do is based on people who are watching that அந்த user data எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு they will give them the producer certain money. For example, if I go and watch one movie like இப்போ நான் போயிட்டு தக்லைஃப் அது பார்க்க மாட்டேன், வேற ஏதாவது படம் நான் பார்த்தேன்னா அதுக்கு 10 ரூபாய் ப்ரொடியூசருக்கு போயிடும். So like that you will have data based on that you will. So the opportunity is tremendous. So make sure you work on your talent, make sure you work on all these activities like your resume preparation, your go and approach companies before. So I'll tell placement people, instead of the company over college company varadhoda, you go and approach these are the companies, you research and do it, form a campus team, put your profile, all those things, because that will definitely add value as your leadership quality also grows. Okay, so based on that, so these are the simple things which we see. So nobody will look at rocket science like we don't want to hire any Elon Musk from this college. We want only students. So I might also approach your placement. I am looking for some 200 people in next 3 months. So we might look at it. But only thing is, these are the basics you have to do. You have to be always learning and understand what is your current thing and how you are going to add value to the organization whom you are going to get placed. So these are the 5 simple things you have. So any questions? Any question, Leah? Any questions? Doubt இல்லையா? நான் வந்ததில் டவுட் இல்லாத ஃபர்ஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தான் போனேன். தம்பி இவ்வளோ நேரம் தூங்கிட்டே நீ, அதானப்பா இவ்வளோ நேரம் பேசுனேன். நான் கொஸ்டினே கேட்கலன்னு சொன்னதுக்காக கூட அவர் எழுப்பி விட்டார்ல. ஓகே, வேலைக்கு என்ன எதிர்பார்க்கிறோன்றது தான் இவ்வளோ நேரம் பேசினேன். ஸோ இதுக்கப்புறம் எனி அதர் கொஸ்டின்? நான் இவ்வளோ நேரம் பேசுறது பிரயோஜனமே இல்லை போட்டிருக்கேன். யூஜிக்கும் பிஜிக்கும் ஏதாவது டிஃபரன்சியேஷன் இருக்கா அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. எத்தனை பிஜி இருக்கீங்க இங்க? இப்போ நீங்க பிஜியா? ஓகே, ஸோ இதுக்கு தான் I told that all these 5 activities, right? You go and approach a company, you find out, you search, because as a placement team, very sorry, we will not differentiate UG PG. Okay, so generally there are certain companies who differentiate, but there are when you see MBAs, all those things, there will be some differentiation if it is from an institute, like somebody from IIM, அந்த மாதிரி difference இருந்தா இருக்கும். But generally, if you are looking at a data scientist, there might be some, if there is a good relationship with the college or something, there will be changes. But tomorrow, if I am coming to this college, I will not differentiate PG UG. Okay, because that's how the market is. But if you are a PG, you are going to add some value apart from your UG. How that's your thing. You have to approach any companies, or you have to approach your college and find out how you can add value, or you put a separate slab, don't allow UG students to come for the same placement. That is all up to your management and but it's up to management and the people like who are taking care of placements. See, questions, different questions forum. So on the questions ஒரு ஆள் மாதிரி ஒரு ஆள் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. Mostly it will be based on your resume, your project. So if you want to crack the interview, your resume and your project is very important. After that they will go ask you what are all the your personal attitude, all those things. That depends upon the interview panel. They will evaluate based on that. If you have GDE or something of that sort, you have different rounds, right, based on that. But mostly to crack the interview, your project and your resume and your marks.
Sir, third year படிக்கிறேன் சார். நான் இப்ப placement வருது. எனக்கு அவ்வளோலாம் தெரியாது சார். கம்ப்ளீட் third year படிக்கிறேன்.
3 வருஷம் பஸ் ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது.
Sir, like skillsலாம் சொல்றேன் சார். ஒரு அளவுக்கு தான் சார் தெரியும். பட் இப்போ நான் வந்து placement அப்ளை பண்ணட்டுமா இல்ல 1 year break எடுத்துட்டு எல்லாமே ட்ரெயின் ஆயிட்டு அப்புறம் அப்ளை பண்ணட்டுமா?
எவ்வளவு வருஷம் ட்ரெயின் ஆவீங்க?
ஒரு அட்லீஸ்ட் ரொம்ப இப்போ எதுனா ஒன்றுல நல்லா பர்ஃபெக்டா இருந்துச்சா அந்த மாதிரி சார். எதுனா ஒன்று லைக் வெப் டெவலப்மெண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி.
Okay, so இந்த அவங்க கேட்டது ஆக்சுவலி வெரி குட் கொஸ்டின். as a student நம்மளுக்கு தோணும் அந்த மாதிரி, பட் அந்த மிஸ்டேக் பண்றாதீங்க. we will not be an expert in anything. Okay, so like for example, go and join a company, there you will find out which you are good at. Okay, உங்க காசு செலவு பண்ணி அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட திரும்பி கேட்டு don't go for any training program. There are a lot of company like our company உள்ள வந்து என்ன வேணா பண்ணலாம். காலைல மசாலா தோசை கிடைக்கும், மத்தியானம் கூல் ட்ரிங்க் கிடைக்கும், எல்லாம் ஃப்ரீயா கிடைக்கும். நீங்க எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ணலாம். 2 வருஷம் எந்த தப்பு பண்ணாலும் யாரும் கேள்வி கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. That is the best time to learn, because that's my personal experience. Personal experiences, I didn't attend campus. வெளில நம்ம சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் ஆக போறோம் நினைச்சிட்டு கேம்பஸே அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணல. So finally I ended up in corporate world. So don't do that one, because all the experience you are gaining from your corporate is very helpful. Don't waste your money. My advice is, even if you are planning to study anything going forward, get an experience for at least 2 years in any organization. After that value will give you more value add. That's it.
எங்க உங்களுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி கிடைக்குதா? யார் அந்த எங்க? Basica, if you go for any college, the package will be same. That's what I told. If it is any MBA college or something, there might be some work experience which is related to the company. We might give them. But if you are all freshers, there will not be any difference in the salary. If some company is doing that, the Kerala part is wrong only. Any other thing? Chalo. Superstar ரஜினிகாந்த் அவரை எவ்வளவு நாள் ஆகும்? So there is not anything like, for example, if you want to start a HR career with good package and all, you go to a good institute and study like XLRA or CAT editing, you will get a good institute. Otherwise, you have to start with intern, that will take time. So, என்ன ஆகுது? நாளைக்கே நீங்க HR ஆகலாம். சும்மா ஜாப் தானே, HR ஜாப் தானே கேட்குறீங்க. HR ஜாப்னா நாளைக்கு கூட ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம், ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. டிகிரி இருந்தால் போதும். ஓகே. UDS பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ஆகணுமா? ஒரு 2 மாசம் ஆகும். ஆமா. பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் நம்பர் என்னங்க? பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் நம்பர் யாரு? See, there are a lot of job sites la adala da apply pannom, but as a fresher always network, find out, talk to HRs, talk to your friends, adha better. So not other things, but if you are a fresher getting into HR is very easy. adalanda grow avadha kashtam. Any other question? So, time much, huh? So these are the basics. So work on it. So mostly 80% is depends on you, 20% on the company. So work on your skills. If you want to reach me, I'll give my LinkedIn, so you can reach out. LinkedIn live, you can reach out. Okay, thank you. So simple advice. Simple, keep life very simple. எதுவுமே complicated கிடையாது. So don't overthink too much. Keep it very simple. அது பாட்டுக்கு போயிட்டே இருக்கும், அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful, engaging and wonderfully informative session. On behalf of the Department of Data Science and the Institution's Innovation Council of Dwarkadas Govardhan Vaishnav College, I would like to thank the management, our principal, Captain Dr. S. Swami sir, and our Honorable Secretary, Dr. Ashok Kumar Mukherjee. Further, I extend a heartfelt thanks to Mr. Lokesh Ambikavati sir and Mr. Srinivas Chakravarti sir for taking the time to share your journey and knowledge with us. Your presence today has sparked ideas and left a lasting impact on all of us students. My sincere gratitude to our head of the department, Dr. A. Vijayalakshmi ma'am, faculty members and the organizing team of the Department of Data Science for making this event successful, and to all the students of the Department of Data Science for being such an enthusiastic audience. With that, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you all. I now kindly request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे